In this video, I'm going to show you how to make money with your own music channel. I'm going to show you how much Spotify and YouTube will pay you per listener, and my secret system to put this whole thing together with all the tools and resources I use so you can start earning money online. Now, this video may be a little longer than my other videos because it's intended to be a complete tutorial. So I need you to watch this entire video so you don't miss any of the step-by-step instructions I'm about to give you so you can earn money online. So if you're a songwriter, if you're a producer, if you're a DJ, or if you're someone who's looking for income opportunities for a home-based business, this is the video for you. So without further ado, we're getting started right now. So I first need to explain to you how much Spotify and YouTube will pay you per listener. So we're just focusing on these two, Spotify and YouTube. How much does Spotify pay you per listener, or as they like to call it, per stream? Spotify is going to pay you 4/10 of a penny. That's 4/10 of a penny, tenths with an S. And no, you're not hearing me wrong. I know that's not a lot of money, but yet you can still earn a good income online with Spotify if you know what to do. But I'm going to focus on YouTube, and here's why. YouTube has something that all other platforms don't have when it comes to the music industry, and that is they've got an algorithm behind their system. In other words, the algorithm is going to help you and the viewer, or in this case, listener, to find the music that you're putting out there. And you can have this be the ultimate passive income stream if you follow what I'm about to teach you inside of this video. So how much does YouTube pay you? YouTube is going to pay you 1/10 of a penny. I know that's a lot less than Spotify, but hear me out. Like I said, YouTube has an algorithm. Spotify does not. So how do they differ? YouTube is going to push your video out based upon what the viewer wants to see or what the viewer is searching for. In other words, they're going to use that algorithm to find the people that are most likely to watch, or in this case, listen to the video that you put out there. Spotify, you have to do something called interruption marketing. Basically, if you have ever been sitting at home watching a great movie, and right when you get to the point where you're about to find out what's going on with the movie, and you get a knock at the door, that's interruption marketing. When the person knocks at the door and says, hey, would you like to buy some cookies? Or hey, do you want to buy this vacuum cleaner? That's not what you want to do. I am not saying you can't make money on Spotify. You most definitely can. But in my opinion, I like to do things the easier way. And I would rather have YouTube's algorithm working for me each and every day, helping me to earn passive income the easy way. So now that we've got that out of the way, how much they're going to pay you, let's go on over to some actual proof of channels that are doing this and how much they're earning. We are going to hop on over to my computer, and I'm going to show you exactly these channels and how they're doing it. Let's go. So here we are on YouTube, and I'm searching for meditation and relaxation. And you see we have a lot of different channels here. We're going to start with this first one here, though. This is by Soothing Relaxation. And when we head on over to this channel, what you actually see is this particular channel is being run by a person. I hope I do not butcher your name, but your name is Petter B. Helden. And Petter, he's a music composer. So all the music that you're about to hear on this channel is all composed by him. So this is one way for you to do this. If you are a music composer, here's how you can get your music out there onto YouTube and have YouTube's algorithm work for you day and night, making you money. So if we scroll down and we look to some of his videos, we're going to see that as we look, some of his videos are an hour, some are 3 hours, and then he has singles on here of his actual songs. Some are 2 minutes. And then he has tracks on here that are 9 hours, 10 hours long. But let's dig a little deeper and find out exactly how much Petter's channel earns. So with that, we're going to head on over to this site, Social Blade, and it's going to show us an estimate of how much Petter's channel is earning. So as we scroll down, we can see that Petter's channel earns an estimation of about $16,000 to $261,000 a month. And that translates to $196,000 or $3.1 million in earnings a year. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think you could do this if you were earning $196,000 or $3.1 million a year? I know I sure could. But let's look a little further and look at the daily amounts that we see here. You can see he's earning anywhere between $543 a day to $8,000, almost $9,000 a day. That's a lot of money. And you can look and see by the dates that I'm looking at. I'm currently looking at August 7th, 2021. You can see he's earning between $543 to $8.7 thousand a day. The next day between $556 to $8,000.9K a day. Next day, $562 to $9,000 a day. This is a lot of money this particular channel is earning, and this is what I'm trying to show you. And when you get through watching this whole video, you are gonna know how to do the exact same thing to help you earn passive income. But if we go back to YouTube and we scroll down a little bit more, let's look at another channel. Let's look at this meditation, relax music. Let's look at this channel. And if we go to their videos, you see that this channel also has a bunch of videos, and you can see they've got different formats. They've got some videos that are almost 2 hours long. Some videos are almost 12 hours long. Some videos are 30 minutes long. Some videos are 9 hours long. So they have a longer format. And again, if we go over to Social Blade, they are saying that this channel earns anywhere between $1.5 thousand to $23,000 monthly, which translates to between $17,000 to $281,000 a year. So this is a smaller channel, and yet they're making substantial money online. And you can do the same thing. But I know what you're saying. You're saying, Jory, I am not a composer. How can I get this kind of music? Well, I'm going to show you some free tools that you can use that are readily available from YouTube, and that is the YouTube audio library. So if we check out this library, you'll see it has tons and tons of royalty-free music you can use right now in any of your productions. But we are specifically going to target a certain type of music, and that's what's called ambient music. You can filter by looking exactly for that type of music. So we are going to look for ambient. Hit enter, and it's going to give us a whole new selection. As you see, the very first one, ambient, kind of sad, ambient, kind of happy. I have downloaded this track, and what I want to show you is my process and what I use to make these kind of videos. And what I use is Adobe Audition. Now, I know Adobe costs money, but I have to be honest with you. If you're going to start doing these things professionally, you're going to have to spend a little bit of money. But I do know that you can catch some of these Adobe products with a 30-day trial. So I'm going to leave a link down below if you want to download Adobe Audition and follow along with me if you don't have. Just bear in mind that the link that I am showing you down below is an affiliate link, which means if you want to support this channel and you click that link, I will get a little bit of a commission from Adobe if you choose to buy Adobe Audition, which always helps everything out. So it's a win-win for you. Doesn't cost you any extra money, and I get a little bit of money, which helps out the channel. So let's fire up Adobe Audition, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use this file and make it the way that I would do it if I was creating this for my YouTube music channel. So here we are inside of Adobe Audition. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new multi-track session. Just going to call this ambient music track. Going to click OK. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up the file that I downloaded from the YouTube audio library, and I'm going to drop it right into Audition. And there it is. And let's check this out. We're going to listen to just a couple of seconds of it. Okay, we get the idea with this. This is exactly perfect. But what I want to show you is what a lot of people will do is they will take and they will just use this exact track. And this track is not very long. If we head on back to YouTube quickly, we can see that this track is only 1 minute and 31 seconds. And from all the other videos we saw, they were making videos that were an hour long, 30 minutes long, 12 hours long. So we have to go with that kind of format. Now, I have tested this before, and I do know that the sweet spot seems to be between 15 minutes to an hour. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do this within 15 minutes. So we're going to extend this audio for 15 minutes, and I'm going to show you how I do that inside of Audition. Now, one of the ways that I see people do this is they will go ahead and all they will do is just go ahead and drop the music file at the end of the other one. So here's the first one, this is the second one, and they just put them together. But I want to show you what that sounds like for the listener. And you got to remember, it's not about what you hear or what you see, it's about your listeners and viewers' experience. So let me ask you, if you were going to a video and you wanted to hear some relaxing music and it sounded like this to you, tell me if this sounds good to you. Now, I don't know if you heard what I heard, but I'm going to point it out. So the music was fading out, it came to an end, and then it started off again. Now, for me, if I was trying to do a meditation, that would be kind of abrupt. So being that I have years of being a DJ and an audio producer, I know how to do these kind of things. And I would do it a little differently if I was doing it DJ-wise or if I was doing it in the recording studio. But I chose this for a reason, to show you that this is going to be for you one of the simplest processes. It's just going to be a couple of clicks. As a matter of fact, you don't have to know anything about music theory. You don't need to know beats, bars, and phrases. None of that. This is going to do it for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the second track. We're going to delete that, leave and use the original track. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to move on down to this section here. And we're going to look into the properties section, and we're going to click on right here. See what it says remix? We're going to enable remix. Just give it a couple of seconds. It's going to rethink, reanalyze this track because it's getting ready to do exactly what you're asking it to do, and that's remix the track. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this at least 15 minutes long. So I'm going to extend it from being 1 minute and 31 seconds to 15 minutes. But it's going to do it in such a way that it's a smooth, never-ending transition. It's going to sound really, really good. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Let's actually do the process. So see down here, it says target duration. And if you look, it says 1 minute, 30 seconds, and then milliseconds. So we're going to edit that. We're going to click on this, and I'm going to actually tell it, I want you to be 15 minutes. So all I really did was just add a 5 there. I'm going to hit enter and watch what happens when I do this. Adobe automatically does the remix for you. And if you look, as I zoom into this track, you can see the sections here show you. See these little squiggly lines that are coming down? These are the actual remix paths that Adobe has decided to choose. So Audition has done all the work for you. But let me show you by actually playing this for you. I'm going to scrub back to right before the transition. Let's play it for you and listen to how smooth of a transition it is. You're probably not even going to be able to hear it. Let's play it. Did you hear that? It's coming up in another transition, so I'm going to be quiet so you can hear it. Watch the squiggly line. So you get the idea. So we're using this track. This is just demonstrating exactly how you can do it. And now that this is done, this is exactly 15 minutes. So what do? We're going to export this and save this so I can use it in a video. So let's do that right now. Let's go to File. And I'm going to say multi-track mixdown, entire session. going to put this in an output file like I like to do, and I'm going to just leave this as ambient music track mixdown. Let's just say 15 minutes. Save. Okay. Let Audition do its thing. Bang, it's done. That part is done. See how simple that was? So now what's the next step? The next step, I'm going to show you where to get some of these images from, or in our case, we're actually going to use actual real video. So let's head back over to the website that I'm going to use, a site called Pexels. And I like Pexels because they have something called videos. Imagine that. And when we go and we click onto videos, I'm going to open it in a new tab, head on over, and I want to search for waterfalls. And you know what? The very first one looks like a good one. So let's open this up in a new tab and actually look at this video. And what I'm looking for is a video that I can use, that I don't have to do too much editing, so that I can just keep extending the video for the duration of the music. And this video looks like it is one of those. It has a very steady shot. There's no movement in it. And I can blur the beginning and the ends to make this one continuous loop. So this video seems to be 36 seconds. So we're going to use this video. So I'm going to download this, and then we're going to open up Premiere, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to use these two items. So I've opened up Adobe Premiere. It's what I use to create all my videos in, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a new project, and we're going to call it Ambient Video. Put it where I need to in my folder system and say okay. And now we're at a blank page with Premiere. And now here's what I'm going to do. I've already created a folder with both the music and the video. So I'm going to drag the file that I made in Adobe Audition and extended it for 15 minutes, that music file, and the video we downloaded free from Pexels, which we are allowed to use. I'm going to drag it on over and drop it into the bin here. And now it's inside of Premiere. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the video and just drop and drag it right here. And here's our video file, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see this, because this is less than 36 seconds. What's these? Yeah, 36 seconds. 35, 36. Okay. So how are we going to take 36 seconds and make that into 15 minutes? There's a couple of different ways to do it. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to copy and paste every single one of these. I'm going to show you how you do it, or how I do it. I'm probably going to speed this part up so you don't have to watch the whole thing, but I'm going to make it 15 minutes. And here's how I'm going to know how to make it the exact length of the video. I'm going to drag and drop the audio track right underneath here. And what I'm going to do is shrink this down till I see the entire side of the video track, or rather the audio track. And now I know that's the length and how many videos I need to put into this. So let's just make this a little bit bigger. All right, so let's get to the process of extending every single one of these videos. All I'm doing, and I'm going to zoom in just so you can see. I'm going to zoom in. Here's the video. This is our audio file. This is our video file. You know what? I know you see three things here. This is where the bottom of this should be the audio track of the video, but this video does not have any audio. So this is actually blank. Normally I would delete that, but I'm just going to leave it for now because it makes no sound. And all I'm going to do is select the video again and take and drag another copy of it and snap it right to the end. And let's watch this. I want to see something so you and I can see. We're going to hear the audio as well, but let's get it right here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm looking for. Here's the two ends. I want to see if there is an abrupt change from this video to the next. Not really. It's a little bit abrupt. For me, I'm a perfectionist. I don't like abrupt changes like that. So I'm going to fade that in. I'm going to fade one video into the other. I'm going to show you how I would do that. Let's head on over to the effects window. Now, bear in mind, this is not a complete tutorial on Adobe Premiere. I'm just showing you how I would do this. We're going to go into video effects, transitions, and I want to use dissolve. And I'm going to use this one right here called cross dissolve. And all I'm going to do is drag and drop it right there. Now you say it says insufficient media. The transition will contain repeated frames. I'm going to say okay. But let's first look at the transition and see if it's any smoother. be to me. Yeah, when I scrub back and forth, it seems to be to me. So this is good enough. So what I'm going to do now is, for the sake of time, I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste every single one of these, apply the transition, and make it 15 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I've made the whole thing the entire length of the audio track, and what I'm going to do is just stretch this out a little bit more so you can see. And we're going to play this and watch this just the first minute or so you can see. I want you to watch the screen up top. That is the preview window, and also listen. And this has been extended now for 15 minutes. So I'm going to hit play and watch. What I have done is made the videos smooth so the transition is almost unnoticeable, as well as the audio. So let's watch and listen. Here comes the first transition. Pretty good to me. Let's make this bigger so you can see in the next one it's about to happen. Perfect. Okay, let me just scrub through this really quickly, make sure everything is aligned where it should be. Yep, we're good to go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit and do what I would do. I am going to add a default transition. I like things to fade in and fade out. So I'm going to have this fade in the beginning. It's going to fade in. And now I'm going to go all the way to the last track. Click on here, and I'm going to add a fade out. And it's going to fade out nicely when the music fades out. Nice. All right, I'm very happy with this, moving this back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this whole thing. First, let me just save it. And now we're going to export this. So let me show you. Go to File, and you go to Export. We're going to go to Media. It's already set on H.264. We're going to, you know what? I'm going to just leave it at this name. Let me just tell it where I want it to be saved. And we're going to export the video. So what I'm going to do now is upload this unlisted onto this YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link down below so you can watch the whole video, so you can get an exact idea of what I just did and what I created. What I like about this process too is you don't necessarily need to upload a thumbnail, and since this is pretty much a video that's kind of static, it's going to pick one of the frames, and the frame is going to look exactly like the video, which is that waterfall. So it's going to look very nice, and it's going to save you one extra step when it comes to making the YouTube video. So like I said, I'm going to leave this video unlisted, but leave you a link down below so that you can watch it. It's only 15 minutes, but it gives you a good idea of how you can create the exact type of thing. Now, if you are not monetized with YouTube and you want to learn how you can start earning money right away, watch this video right here, where I'm going to show you how you can start making money on YouTube, even if you don't have 1,000 subscribers. My name is Jory, your content creation counselor. I'll see you in that video.